One of the most delicious vegetables that I love, that's so quick and easy to cook, is asparagus. And you know what? In times like this, where people are talking about your health, asparagus could be the most delicious way to up your ante. And when they're in season, they're going to be their cheapest, their most nutritious, and their most delicious. So let me share with you some delicious asparagus recipes. But also I've got 3 amazing cooks, my friends, that are going to give you their favorite asparagus recipes too. So let's do this. I'm going to take 8 slices of pancetta, or thinly sliced smoky bacon, and I'm just going to simply cut it in half like that. Get those little slices onto a board. Now what's really nice is if you steam or boil asparagus, you kind of get a sweetness and a really lush tenderness. But if you grill them or roast them, you kind of amplify this kind of nuttiness. So lay your bacon out like this, and then if you want to, you can add a little vibe of a herb, right? I'm gonna use some thyme. This is beautiful lemon thyme here. And all you need is 1 little sprig like this, and we'll take just a tiny little bit of thyme, but you could use rosemary, a little leaf of sage. So 1 little tip, you know, when you get your asparagus, give it a wash. And I've already done it, but what you can do is bend the asparagus, and then when it naturally goes click, that's the tender part, joy. And this gets a bit woody. We're gonna wrap these with smoky bacon. We're gonna make like little edible asparagus soldiers that we're gonna dip into softly boiled eggs. This you can make into the most beautiful sauce or soup. So look, I'm gonna crack on just rolling these up, but I wanna now throw to a wonderful young lady, a brilliant cook, and she's gonna give you her most favorite asparagus recipe. You're gonna love it.
Thanks, Jamie. We are here in Argentina at my house with my son Ramon, and we're going to prepare tempura asparagus. Asparagus tempura. So what we're going to do first is to prepare our batter. Over here I have flour and cornstarch. Let's add some cold, but super cold, ice cold water. The important thing here is that you don't need to have a smooth and beautiful batter. You can have some lumps. Yes, that's the whole idea of this very plain and beautiful dish, which is tempura. Un poquito más de agua. Some water, please. Yo te digo. ¿Sabes lo que vas a hacer vos ahora?
Vamos a revolver los dos.
Está muy bien. In the meantime, over here I have some asparagus. Sorry for my English. So we need to take the bottom part of each one of these, doing just like this. ¿Sí? Mira, Ramón, ¿me vas a ayudar a sacarle la parte de abajo haciendo así? Bien. So now let's cover each one of these asparagus with our butter. Todo. Todo. Tuc. Wow.
¿Cuánta cantidad?
Sí, ¿cuánta cantidad? A lot, se dice. A lot. Mira, los pasa. Let's cover these ones.
No necesitamos.
No more, no more.
Lo pongo ahí, así no nos molesta.
Perfect.
Así no nos molesta.
Yes, baby.
Si no,
So let's cover them in the butter.
se me hacía algo en la boca.
Wow. I'm alone. Ramón is on the corner. Mira, Rey. Mira.
Se me hace algo en la boca.
Uy, my mouth is watering.
Se me hace un poquito algo en la boca. ¿Esto es un sueño?
Is this a dream? Wow. Guarda, Rey.
Sí, tengo mucho cuidado, mamá.
So you may be wondering why we are making this cooking over fire.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. And that's because this is our traditional way to cook in Argentina. So, asparagus ready, we're going to prepare a quick tartar sauce. Tártara, mayonesa tártara, see? So, over there we have mayonnaise. Let's add half a chopped onion. Y vos mezcla. Mix, mix.
Cebolla.
Sí, onion. Let's add some capers, alcaparras. Mezclas. Pickled cucumber.
¿Qué es esto?
Pepino en vinagre. Some mustard. Una cucharada de mostaza, gordo. Piqui. Ready?
Amarillo.
Listo. Uy, está buenísima. Proba, a ver.
¿Qué tal se ve?
Dale, proba. Vamos. ¿Cómo se dice cuando when you like something? Cuando te gusta algo, ¿cómo decís vos?
Yummy, yummy forma, yummy.
Some parsley and some grated egg. Huevo rallado.
Está crudo.
No, está cocido.
Huevo.
Huevo. Guachi.
Hola.
Bueno, we're finished here. Mirá lo que son, Ramón. Our tempura asparagus.
Viendo ahí.
Los estoy poniendo para comer. So, my name is Felicitas Pizarro and your name is?
Yummy, yummy forma, yummy.
No, ¿cómo te llamas?
Yummy forma.
Ramón solo, ¿no? And we have made tempura asparagus in Argentina over the fire. And we are back to you, Jamie. Vamos a probar. Vení. Con la mayonesa, mirá.
Thank you, Felicitas. How good did that look? I definitely want to give that a try. Now look, back to my dish here. We've wrapped these beautiful asparagus sprues in that lovely smoky bacon, okay? So whether you roast that or grill that or do it in a little griddle pan, it's all good, right? But I'm gonna dip them in a perfectly cooked, soft boiled egg. So when it comes to cooking the perfect soft boiled egg, what we need is a few things in our favor that are consistent. So, a few things that a lot of us do is put eggs in the fridge. Don't bother. If it's cold and it goes in boiling water, you're aiding it cracking and wasting, right? So we don't want that. So secondly, we want a timer, not your memory, right? 5.5 minutes will consistently give you a lovely soft boiled egg. 6 minutes, kind of semi-soft boiled egg, and then you can go to 10 minutes for hard boiled, right? Water always boils at 101 degrees. Consistency. Consistency, good. Inside the egg is a tiny proportion of salt, and there's none in that. So a tiny pinch of salt gives you an equilibrium. Again, this aids you not cracking the egg and wasting it. Spoon, take your egg, and you need to dip it once, twice, 3 times, right? You don't want to shock the egg. So 5.5 minutes in boiling water is going to give us the perfect soft-boiled egg, but now that's a perfect time to go to my dear friend Chetna, a fantastic cook, and she's going to give you her asparagus and paneer sabzi. Oh, it's so good.
Thanks, Jamie. I am going to be making a really quick asparagus and paneer sabji, like a stir fry. And paneer is an Indian cheese and it hasn't got any flavor of its own. So it's great because it absorbs all the spices, the flavors, and it goes really well with this fresh asparagus. Just going to thinly slice 1 large red onion. Nice hot pan, tablespoon or 2 of some rapeseed oil, and just let it heat up. Once it's nice and hot, just in goes the onion. Just going to cook this for 6 to 8 minutes until lightly golden. I'm just going to add 1 thinly sliced tomato. Just a minute. The onion and tomatoes are done nicely. I have got around 400 grams of asparagus here. I'm just literally clicking the tips off, and then I'm just going to chop it up. And then this just goes in. I'm also going to add just a splash of water. That's going to help cook this asparagus up. Mix it up. Then cover and cook this for 4 to 5 minutes. That's it, 5 minutes. And that gives enough time for the asparagus to soften. Oh, look at that. And I'm just going to finish this with some spices. So in goes half a teaspoon or quarter teaspoon salt. Chili powder to your taste. If you want to add a lot more, then go for it. I'm adding around half a teaspoon. And quite key, 1 teaspoon of chaat masala. It's like a tangy spice blend. Beautiful with this dish. And here is our 225 grams of paneer. which is really nice and soft. So I don't need to chop it up. I'm just going to crumble it into this. You can make paneer at home if you can't find it. I have got a recipe on my YouTube channel somewhere. That's it. Just going to cook this for one last minute on high heat. Quick, simple asparagus paneer. And enjoy, is nice and warm. It's all cooked to perfection. Just the right amount of spice, but you can still feel that asparagus is the main hero here. I hope you will try this, and for more recipes you can find them on my channel, Food with Chetna.
How good did that paneer and asparagus dish look? Thank you, Chetna. Oh, I've got to do that one. Okay, so look, these eggs are like half cooked. A couple of minutes in, I'm going to put a nice wedge of lovely sourdough bread. Then I'm going to take asparagus like that, put it straight into this griddle pan. So as this asparagus gets crispy and the fat renders out and cooks into that bread, it's a perfect time to go to another amazing cook. Bettina is a dear friend, a great cook, and she's going to show you a really quick preparation to shave wafer thin asparagus, get it into a salad and make it joyful. Bettina, go girl.
Thank you, Jamie. I am so excited to be here, and I'm so excited to show you this fantastic asparagus recipe. This is one of my favorite ways of eating asparagus. We're basically going to shave it down into a salad. We're going to marinate it with some olive oil and lemon juice, and we're going to top it off with this crispy pan grattata, which is a great way of using up your leftover stale bread. Let's get going. So I've got these beautiful asparagus here, and what I'm going to do is, rather than chopping off the end bit, I'm going to hold on to this bit and then I'm going to shave along and add that to the salad, and that way you get the most out of your asparagus tips. And I'm using just a normal vegetable peeler. You just go all the way down as far as you possibly can. So what you're getting are these perfect, beautiful, thin slivers or ribbons. So I'm just going to add some lemon zest, lemon juice, squeeze, there we go. A couple of tablespoons of really good olive oil. We're just going to give the asparagus ribbons a little massage. There we go, just toss them. I've whizzed up some leftover bread that I had, and they're super fine, and we're about to pan fry these. Add some olive oil into a hot pan, and right after that we're going to add our breadcrumbs. Now that we've got our breadcrumbs in the pan, I'm going to grate some garlic and add that in and stir it in so that it mixes really well with the breadcrumbs. Add a pinch of salt, a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of chili for extra kick. If you've got some leftover herbs in your fridge, I've got some thyme here, so I'm going to add some thyme. Now that the breadcrumbs are lovely and brown and crispy, I'm just going to add some lemon zest right at the end. So we've had the asparagus ribbons, they've been marinating for 10-15 minutes. The last thing that we're going to do is add these amazingly tasty breadcrumbs on top of the salad. That is going to make it sing. And also texture, which is super important. Beautiful, look at that. That was literally, it takes no time. It's such a quick salad to do as well, but look how pretty it is. So this is my shaved asparagus salad topped off with garlic fried pan grattata, and it's one of my favorite asparagus recipes, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Bettina Campolucci from Bettina's Kitchen. Over to you, Jamie.
Absolutely delicious, Bettina. Such a nice preparation. And there you go. Thank you, girls. What lovely dishes. Such an honor to be cooking with you virtually. Look how the fat is rendering out. You know, we're just cooking the asparagus, we're not overcooking it, but if you see the little bit of fat here, we can move this to one side and then put the bread to soak up all of that fat. How good will that be? Now, as the alarm goes off, get your family around the table. So what I want to do is just remove this egg here. So these will go here. This lovely bread is soaking up all of the lovely fats here. This toast is sort of half charred, half kind of, you know, fried bread, which is lovely. I'm going to just cut these into gorgeous little soldiers. Nice sourdough soldiers here. Come and have a look at this. As these lovely asparaguses come off, you know, sizzling. Such a nice way to cook. Look at that. It's just joyful. As a kid, oh, the memories I have of kind of cracking your egg, get that lovely shell off. I must and I love to put a little pinch of salt in there. If I've done my job properly, if the eggs are cooked properly, then I can get this asparagus and plunge it into soft boiled egg. Guys, that is egg paradise. Look at that. Heavenly. So there you go, guys. When asparagus is in season, get out there, get some, have a little cook up. It will be at its cheapest, most nutritious and flavorful. And from me and the girls, lots of love. Good luck, take care. And if you want to see any of their beautiful work, then I'll put the links below. Take care.